announcement. Announcement number one, this Thursday on the second channel, puddins.fab.shop 2, join me as we do another live. I will be on there live from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock Oklahoma time, whenever that is. Join me. Announcement number two, it's getting hot. Drink plenty of water. That water keeps you feeling good. And announcement number three, well, it may be time for some new merchandise. Up first, our 250K shirt. I'm a little late, okay? We got our wagon and our GMC on there. Our most popular builds was last year, as we got our 250K. Very, very, very limited quantities on these. Once they are gone, they are gone. Box truck mafia. We did a box truck mafia before, but we got a new one here, guys. She is looking G-U-D. Man, she is looking good. Same thing, limited edition. Once they are gone, they are gone. Now, speaking of the GMC that was on the 250K shirt over there, right here, PFS on the front. We got the side profile on the back. The GMC's coming back to us soon. We gotta babysit it a little bit, okay? She may get a couple upgrades coming up in the very, very, very near future. Limited edition shirt. Also, we got her in a sticker. Throw my hat, guys. I done forgot about our mystery shelf. It's back. We take all of our odds and ends over the last year or so, and we stack them on the shelf per size, and you get what you get. You don't throw a fit, but it's cheap. For 15 bucks, you're gonna get one. That's from smalls all the way to the 6X. So the bigger sizes are really getting a good discount there. We do our best to mix them up where if you buy two, hopefully you don't get a duplicate, but we can't guarantee you that. But we will do our best to try to avoid that for you. So if you like to roll the dice and live on the edge, the mystery shelf may be for you. And I also forgot to mention that every mystery shelf shirt purchase, where you're gonna get a mystery sticker. We're gonna throw a random sticker in there with it. Still of a deal. Now our Puddins Fab Shop gas station design we did, well, we had a small box of kid shirts and some onesies, and they somehow got overlooked, and we realized we never released them. So if you want something for your kiddos, in stock now. And like I said, right here, the sweet painting. We went to a little thing the other day where everyone sits there and drinks coffee and paints. So I whipped up the PFS piston on the back. Thanks for the support, God bless. Autographed it, put in one random merchandise order from this Monday forward. We're gonna slap this in there with you. One person's gonna win it at the random. As always, thank you guys for the support there. I hope to see you this Thursday, and I hope you enjoy this video. It's been my favorite one we've recorded and everything and watched back in a long time. I hope you like big rigs. Enjoy. As you see, Sir Mordecus is down. Now, if you keep up with our second channel, you probably knew that by now, because by now we've done a live and probably a video's gone. I don't really know. Hey, there's your parts. Good thing we just started recording on this one now that the parts are here. The Dulé is gone. I would say it's going to a good home, but, well, that'd be saying he has a good home. That's right, I sold it. It was too nice for us, guys. I don't know. Didn't have enough problems. Come to find out, it had more problems than we thought, though, because Sir Mordecus is going to drive it back to North Dakota. So if you want to see that, see some of the problems we've encountered on it, be sure to check out his channel. Now, as far as us today, I just want to make progress on anything out here. And one thing I've been wanting to do for a while, I almost pulled the trigger on it a couple weeks ago and I didn't, was trying to combine our two Loadstars here. Now, the orange one, she's got a good look. We do have the hood and stuff on the back of it, so don't worry about that. But this thing has a locked up motor. And I'm sure sitting out here with no carburetor on it ain't helped none of that neither. I've drugged this thing with a tractor and dumped the clutch. We've shoved it down a hill and dumped the clutch. I've pried on it, I've pulled on it. It's had me hooting, it's had me hollering. I ain't ever got it to spin a lick. Now the plus side of that is we know the clutch is working. For the most part, the gearbox appears to be working. Now, old Will Hop Wilmer here, y'all have seen this bad girl in action before. So, we know this one will run. Well, it used to run. We're just hoping that
Our international motors, I can't remember the sizes. You got 304s, 345s, 392s, and they're all kind of similar-ish. I don't know it well enough to lie to you and tell you what works with what and what, you know, interchanges or don't interchange. So what we're kind of hoping is we can get old Wheel Hop Wilma here to run again. And then if it does run, which it should, we're just gonna verify. Then we'll pull it in, kind of strip it down and apart, and then take that running motor and put it in this one that's locked up. And then we get this a step closer to be a running driving truck, which would be great to put a set of poles on for around here. And then we get this a step closer towards being tore down, because we need this body for when we do our dually build, slaying Loadstar with the Cummins on that other dually frame build, whatever. And progress is made. So first up, I think I'm gonna try to get this bad girl running again. Looks like the Holly's still on it. I have robbed plug wires, it looks like. Much other than that, a battery, and she may bust off for us pretty easy. Dang, I even got the fuel hooked up to a mechanical fuel pump down there. That way we can do a quick mount. Got a little bit of fuel left over from yesterday. You want to see a small block Chevrolet swing around on a crane and run, you probably also want to check out that second channel video. Hello there, Professor Puddin here, and I'd like to talk to you about a new breakthrough medicine, PREPS, Puddins Rectal Energy Pellets.
All right, let's go finish my project.
Side effects may include impulse purchases of mini trucks, wearing overalls, eyebrow overgrowth, little jump pack, probably a couple zip ties. We'll have this thing roaring to life in no time. Should be pretty straightforward. The only thing I just thought about though was I do not know if I'd marked number 1 cylinder on our cap. If I did not, that's gonna kind of suck. I do see a scratch mark right there, which usually I do scratch whichever one is number 1. So we may have to try it. Oh yeah, I remember we had real good battery lead on here too. Come on, jumper pack, time to save the day. She's got the Proformer technology. Throw these on there. I don't think that's probably gonna be good enough to crank, we'll see. Oh, we ain't gonna be able to open the door. So I'm gonna park this too close. Make sure she's in neutral. Let's see. Ain't got diddly. A little amp gauge is moving here. Cool gauge setup in this. Bet this one's good. Move our other one over to the carburetor. It's always a really good place to ground to. Come on, baby, be good to me. All right, she's cranking. Now, as far as plug wires go, that was this engine had caught on fire. My root diagnostic reasoning of why this engine was on fire was the Holly was leaking, and then the people had been trying to get it running, and an international motor, you time off of number 8 being at top dead center, and it appeared they had done it with it off of number 1, and that caused a little backfire. And when your carburetor's leaking fuel and you get a backfire, you get a fire, like a big fire. And you know this thing's a torque monster. Just ask the chains, okay? So I just want to see on this side, see if I'd marked any of the other ones. And once again, I do not see any of them. And also, I do not remember which one on this is number 1 cylinder. Yeah, we do have some plug wires right here. They're not the greatest, but maybe they'll get us there anyhow. All right, the passenger or driver side is number 1, I believe, and then it is 184366572 firing order, which I did remember that. I just wanted to make sure we were doing it right. So number 1, 3, whatever. I'm good. I've got it figured out. Better safe than sorry, guys. A little internet research goes a long way sometimes. Oh, please be my scratch mark. The hard part's gonna be figuring out what can reach to what on this sucker. Number 1 to number 1. All right, 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5. Number 7 will be last right here. I figure y'all wanna watch me struggle, huff and puff. Go. She's got the ultimate long reach on her. Pop. There we go. Gotta get a coil wire too. Oh yeah, that's a little tricky on this thing because that coil's aimed right at that sucker. Little struggle. Luckily that had a 90 on there, so we turned it up. I may have pulled on that and bent her a little bit. A little modification up in here. And we better wrap that with some electrical tape before it starts arcing out. We do a little modification to this. Do a little welding. Little tape goes a long ways. I guess we'll just kind of crank on it, see if this fuel pump's gonna do her job and can pick up. If not, we may have to prime it. Hit her a little prime time. Yeah. You fighting a wasp out there or what? He was coming from my... Holy clutch. Why is that way up there? Let's see what happens here. Yeah, she's getting harder to crank and she ain't busted off yet. I don't remember on this one if we had if our factory wiring was working for us or not, or if we had to do jumper wires. Right there's not good. That's a nice exposed wire. Try a little cheating fluid. Go ahead. Oh yeah. Well, she's half trying. May not have the greatest spark going on. Yeah. Just ain't spinning fast enough?
No, that's exactly what I was thinking.
She ain't getting enough whirling going on, making compression.
That looks permanent.
That was 10 minutes ago.
Are you kidding me? You're grounding through the carburetor?
Where else you want me to ground?
Yeah, don't ground to the block or anything. Half the fuel is probably burning in the carburetor from all the resistance.
One more time?
Hold on a second.
All right.
What's this guy say?
She's weak. We're gonna try one last hoorah here.
Come on, Bessie.
A little better. That's some top-notch work right there. You got long bolts sticking out the back and your battery can only reach the cables flip backwards. You wanna make sure that positive ain't arcing the firewall. Sir Mordecai didn't trust my mechanical bump, so electric it is. You think she's grounded? Let's see. Oh, she's chugging.
Sounds good.
Run her till she deadheads. There you go.
Any fuel yet?
There.
There it goes. We got fuel coming. Plenty of fuel coming right out the top.
Any idea where that plug is at?
Probably in Mr. Mercer's carburetor. Let's just see what happens here cranking.
Good? Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
This is not a very good ground here, guys. All right.
Hold on.
All right. We got to get a better ground.
Why?
Because this throttle cable and this right here is becoming our ground. You can't even grab this throttle, it's so hot.
I thought something was smoking over there.
It was.
Your hands,
I don't know if it was dust. Dust or smoke.
How about we plug this hole in this carburetor so the fuel ain't shooting everywhere?
I was just giving it a
Onto
finger.
our hot throttle speed.
To live on the edge a little bit.
Oh, you're gonna ground right to the block? That seems like a pretty good idea.
There's a reason that bolt was loose. That's where she was grounded when I thought we might get lucky. I just want to hear her sing a little bit. She ain't got to run a long time.
Kind of like that small block.
A little bit of ground. She's gonna run for us. Come on, baby.
Good?
Yep. Go ahead.
Fire in the hole.
It shot up through this gasket. She is not very happy. Well, I said we're just gonna get her running real quick just so I could show you guys. And with that being said, she's not ran yet, but she acts like she kind of wants to. So That's good enough for me. I think we should start ripping stuff apart.
Poor John.
We should definitely go through the effort of swapping an engine that
May run.
ran a couple of years ago.
Did you hear any clunking? Did you hear any tapping? Did you hear any ticking? She'll go. Is that, I told you them Hollies are just junk. This thing, I put a kid in that one. It sat for a year. Oh no, all of our gaskets better shrivel up where it pisses fuel everywhere. We need to throw that thing in the trash and put a Autolite 21 or 2300 whatever on it. She'll be good to go. Now luckily my electrician buddy has not reclaimed his skid steer yet, so we've got a little bit easier way of moving this than usual, and that's kind of helpful since we're in a little bit of a time crunch. Got 2 days. We just snagged the bumper here. We ain't too worried about it. She's trash.
You want me to try to steer it in there?
Steady does it. Take real good care of your running boards here. You know, don't bend them up or nothing.
High gear.
Grab another gear, baby.
Getting ready for the hill. There we go. Put your back into it. Almost there.
She's a hill climbing machine. This is supposed to be the easy way. So rolling with done it in half the time. Just butchering my concrete, he is. All he has to do is come pick up the backside and push, and I'll steer us right in.
How much you trust them bolts?
They'll hold until they don't.
Skid steer master. Oh yeah. Crank it. Yep. Oh yeah, you're doing good. Taking her on the first drive. Going for the nose stand.
That feels weird. You just woo, like you're floating.
So it's like an amusement park ride. Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right, we got her in here. Now up by the lift, it was not, you just didn't have room to really work. The dang thing's just a little too wide. So we elected to do the pullback option. Got her on 12 tons. Safety pins in. We are being professional. Everything about this looks professional. What's crazy is this thing's pretty close to level now. And then look how close that is, plumb up in the air.
Eagle-eyed the heck out of that.
Oh yeah. We may need those when we go to roll her forward. Just saying.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Gotcha.
Yeah. I think, well, obviously we need to disconnect whatever is connected to our motor, transmission, clutch, shifters, stuff like that. Maybe easier just pull the hood off this sucker. Looks like we got a couple bolts holding that assembly in the front. Who knows on the rear, maybe 1 or 2 facing up. And then, of course, we got the bumper across the front. Oh, what is holding our front core support? Maybe a single mount right here in the middle. Let's see, we got a cab mount out here on each side. And if they're like the regular pickup trucks, there'll be some right here on the back somewhere. Oh, no. It's actually right in the center. You know, just let it teeter-totter. Hope for the best.
You didn't want this rug, did you?
Don't tear it, my good man.
We can glue that back together.
Dang, she actually has screws holding her in.
Oh, nothing but the finest.
All right, so as you see, we got a lot of tear down to do. We'll start up here at the front. We're in a little looby-dooby. That's locking nut, so surely we need no backer. And indeed we do not. Now I'm sure that'll just simply push up out of there. No fight at all. What is this? And why don't it have more threads? That's fine. Don't worry about that.
Steering wheel delete. My job is done here.
Call Dad and freak out. We've got a tarantula in the pool.
A tarantula? A swimming tarantula?
I guess.
It's raining down there.
The tarantula?
That's some good looking green stuff.
That's why we're catching it.
Yeah. Pour it back into your truck before you drive home.
Wait, do I need that too? Hey, you know how I'm always harassing people about bolts and not enough threads?
I already pointed it out.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, we ain't got enough threads sticking out on the nylock.
I'll go home right now.
Good luck. I wish you the best making it there. Oh, that's good. We'll just get the fuel everywhere.
Hold on, let me go back underneath and take that off too.
Did you just do all the dirty work for me? Don't worry. Take it easy down there. I'll do the hard job up top. Come, there's so much crap connected. They mounted everything up to the firewall. Crossover hoses, some type of something or another's. Got some wiring here we need to get disconnected. Of course, it fishes over to everything else. Oh. Lube up our bolts there. Looks like Sir Mordecai pulled our lines here. I never realized this thing had a hydraulic clutch on it. That makes it even more impressive that it was working and functioning for us. Hey now.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Hey now. Don't be bringing that WD-40 in here next to this Puddins.fab .shop looby dooby. We're doing trial runs.
Got the very important job. Lube the nuts.
Lube master.
Am I lube tech now? Can I go work at Jiffy Lube? She's spinning, nut in the back spinning too.
Are we hitting her with a double whammy on the impacts?
Oh, yeah.
And he's fired. That's proper use of your line wrench right there. You love when crap's in the way. I don't need a resistor. It mounts our windshield wiper motor as well. International did a good job of clamping stuff. There's wire clamped here, there, all over. I had everything mounted. Good thing this little sucker's got all the beanie weenies to it. Go!
Oh.
Yeah, where we going? Straight.
I got a good knit on here. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Need the lock-in pliers.
Test that grip strength on that bad boy. Give her a shot.
Didn't hurt.
All right, I'm good up here. Not quite sure how we're all together here. A couple Phillips up there. That'll go well. Radiator mounts between here. So yeah, we gotta pull that off there. You're fast like lightning. First you're down there, then you're up here.
You see, if this red ground here would have been going from the engine to the firewall, it wouldn't have grounded out through this spring throttle linkage.
Pulled out right there, didn't it? Is that a compression style? What is that? See how it's got a nut on it?
That's ingenious. Fixed it.
It works so good, clearly. Kind of catch most of what we got going on. You're underneath there, then you hopped up here.
I like to switch positions a lot.
You gonna disappear to the inside next, or what?
I gotta get that shifter because nobody else is gonna do it.
Don't worry, I'll get the grill. The grill came right out, and all those Phillips did too, giving us our radiator nice and easy. Nothing that can pick up out of there or nothing. Yeah, I forgot International is real good about using the fine thread. Dang it. I didn't get our fan pulled. Trying to figure out how to do this in a way where we're not using our fan to play patty cake with that old radiator. Nope, I didn't think we'd be able to wiggle that out of there. It's gonna have to come at both at once. Careful. Easy does her. What you got there? My old brake. Dang camera dying will get you. Got the fan pulled out. However, that is not gonna go around that assembly. That made these remove a little easier. Dang, couldn't even take out my own radiator. You beat me to everything. You're such a fast worker. Now all we gotta do is everything. Trim a little bit of wiring up here, everything else. We've got everything we can half kind of think of. We're gonna try some Mortski on the underside because we did not really get underneath here. He's Mr. Super Worker today. Yeah.
Watch that door.
The side of the roll, I'll spread these.
Man, if you had a pole truck right now, we could just.
We're getting there. Once I get that pole truck done, you're gonna have to show everyone how you're good at stripping.
Once you get that pole truck, Zach and I won't get invited back again.
Big old flatbed with a pole right in the middle. They're like, that's not where I thought this was going.
Oh yeah!
Now all we gotta do is have to figure out how to actually pick it up off there. We know she's free. She's got the 4-inch body lift right now. Ready for some big old mud tires. All right, I think we're gonna have to do a little brainstorming here. That front end doesn't seem too heavy, right?
I can come in with the forks.
I seen you working the forks earlier. You got me a little nervous. I thought you were a professional.
Well,
Turns out
I don't like ISO controls either.
Yeah.
And that machine is slop. Like you can jerk it back and forth, and the arms are like.
Don't talk bad on the old machine. That's all we got around here. And it's borrowed. Actually, I didn't borrow it. He just left it here. So another like 52 weeks or something, and squatter's right says I legally own it.
Yeah. People been donating signs and stickers. Nobody's donated a skid steer yet until now. Really stepping the game up.
We appreciate it there, Cal. Grab us a couple rollers here. That way, when we get this shimmied around one way or another, we're not fighting it no more than we have to. Yeah, there you go. If you'll take that one. I'll get this one.
Sure?
Yep. It's actually almost easier to carry too, huh? That way you're balanced out. Our big cart right here, or one of these carts, we're gonna figure out how to set this body on too. Have the body mobile. Yeah. Dang. 13/16. Bigger than I thought. There you go. Bring it in, nice and easy. Steady does ya. Just blast her off the stands.
I can if you want me to.
No thanks. He pops the ratchet strap on accident and it just crumbles. Go. All right. Hold up. Can you steer that towards the left some, Zach? Oh yeah, never mind. We may have to,
Oh, thank you much.
There you go, now we're good. Keep coming. All right.
Good there.
You ready?
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Power steering. All right, come on forward. All right, hold on. Let me kind of eyeball it. Running board's gonna get us. Yeah, let's just try to kind of position there and see what happens. Well, y'all explain this to me then. If they didn't want it to do that, why would they make them where they all interlock together? They're basically asking for it.
Do not try this at home.
This is a little tricky because we got our running boards. So I got that one tucked in. His is a lot more better than mine. A little better position with her side to side. That ain't gonna go nowhere though. She's pinched on the pinch weld. Now this, I have faith.
Once it gets loaded, it'll be good.
Hold on. How about we try this?
No, fancy.
And if we grab a couple more boards, we can lift that front up so that
Have
it
some
clears
space.
the bumper.
Yeah, seriously.
Or just put the boards underneath the bumper.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is looking pretty promising.
Well, first see if your side will get there.
I was gonna say this side may not get there. This fender, you can definitely trust. Hey, the good news is, since your side reaches, and we weren't quite to our fender, I can use the spacers from your side. And we could just keep going till we get the fender. You ready to come up a little bit?
Yep.
Let's try to take that in. One. Yeah, I'm not liking that, but it'll probably work.
Holy hell. Why is it?
What's wrong?
It wasn't lifting up like it was prior.
She in a bind and way behind and not willing to make a deal. We do have a little bit of weight obviously picked up on the back of the cab, so it probably has something in the bind. What are you worried about, just clearing that bumper?
Well, I wanted to put that in there.
Get a little more
Yeah,
clearance.
now let's see what's binding.
Goes easy there. Oh.
I'm doing that there.
Keep turning that.
No.
Watch your toes.
Work tilt didn't.
You signed the waiver, right?
Mortsky's been here enough. I done got him on my insurance. I'm hoping something happens with him.
Got insurance?
Hey, did you know you're supposed to pay mortgage payments? Turns out I ain't paid none since closing out my loan. It's weird. They called me the other day, said they want some money. Yeah, I dropped off one box truck in the bank parking lot and called it even. All right, you ready to go up? Looking good over there? Uh-oh, why was that a chuckle exhale?
Because I think of how you cross your eyes. And you're like, looks good.
Yeah. Looking good over here.
Looks perfect. Keep going. You gotta call me, got some lines.
All right.
Speedometer or a speedometer cable?
No.
Shifter.
Hydro boost.
Shifter is dangling.
Slicing this.
Good thing you yelled. I was about to send it. All right, don't throw all them sparks down in my good transmission there. Be careful there, honey. Looks like that disc is coming apart.
I'm not used to this video, Steve.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Now guys, when you talk about sport chassis right here, you're looking at optimal peak performance. This thing right here. Oh yeah, she's got a couple 100,000 miles left on her in there.
You need those springs?
Oh, why would you do that? Joke's gonna be on you if we end up needing to swap this one over. Oh yeah, and clearly this thing is a good motor.
No oil leaks.
At all.
Good pressure washing opportunity.
We want to.
We could hook up the steering wheel, put a seat on this thing, drive shaft, drive it in, pressure wash it off. All right, I'm over it.
We're gonna just save everything clearly. All right, that's all of our danglers. So this cart right here actually came with this place. It was left in the shop. It looks like our front, we can probably sit down to that cross member, maybe. Or maybe I'll just drill a hole right in that sucker and aim to sit that in there. In the back, I don't know, we may have to build some type of riser real quick. Slam her down over the dually chassis and throw the 24s on real quick, or what? I don't know if this is gonna work.
You might need a block back here.
Yeah.
We'll get that in and then rub it
Yeah. I'm a man.
chrome.
That ain't gonna come through there, but that ain't just gonna hop up off there. All right, let's figure out a quick little riser. All right, what we got for a little scrap around here, huh? Oh, maybe it will just make this sucker right here work. And that sucker right there. So our big girthy mount right here, she bolted to a cross member that goes across there, even though it just held it in the center. So I think we can take that right there. It's gonna butt up against this cross member. Got it shoved up in place. We'll weld it a little bit, and that'll probably hold it until it breaks. All right, couple threads good enough. One weld in the center, got a bolt in there. She's basically as good as she can get with our very minimal effort there. Piece of scrap that was meant to be perfect length.
Should we set her down?
Yeah,
See if that weld holds.
she'll hold. Just snaps. Well, what a wild looking mount that is. Now, thanks to our elite design, this thing can be simply pushed by a single person.
But you're married.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That one caster's coming. A couple more and he'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep, you're getting close.
Super easy. The body is rocking on. Well, one big person like Zach, who just rolls it no problem.
Where's this going?
Who would have thought the hardest part was putting the hood
Good.
back on?
Yeah. Good thing Slick showed up to hold the camera. Just slap it on real quick.
Yeah,
All of us almost died.
truck's trying to roll to the creek.
That thing sitting that low on the cart, we got a missed opportunity. If we don't seize the opportunity to mock this up. All right, a little sneak peek here. Coming to find out that cart was just about perfect height. Cause looky right there. How can that not get some of y'all excited? Y'all don't want to see it built right on a good chassis with a Cummins and 6-speed. Some of y'all think too much money on it, cause that's all we do is real high-end stuff like our E-Haul, you know. A very expensive love tap we built for $43.
A whopping $43. You overpaid.
We do one thing that's gonna cost a little money. People don't want to see it. We'll do the budget-friendly version. Ditch them, throw some S10 steelies on it. Maybe we can throw it on that C10 frame over there, a little 350 in it. Make her a piece of junk. I don't know. Come on, buddy. Fly on over here. She's gonna end up like this. One day. One day. Cameraman there. Yeah. He has a skid steer. Ain't no chance you're gonna get him to push this truck, manual labor. I said, okay, darling, just work the camera and record us.
Why you guys?
These poor guys just huff and puffed, got me shoved down the hill where we're rolling good, and I dumped the clutch trying to unstick the engine, which did not work. It stopped so good it knocked the taillights clean out of it, and he recorded none of it.
Not my channel.
Not my channel. Should we shove this now with it in gear and see if it frees up? Not that it matters. Never mind. Too much work. We're not going to make any more plans that involve Mortsky's help.
You want to use the Torola?
Be tearing up my cab. I hope you drive a skid steer better than you record. Whoo! Nope. Open our cab doors and ratchet strap across there. Not too tight, just enough. You should go as high as you can, so if it falls, it just done. Getting one piece of junk out the salvage, sat on another piece of junk that's in the salvage, back in the salvage. One way or another, I feel like we're making cleaning up progress here. Yeah, your back's off the ground. Oh yeah, his other side's planted. It's just because he's like, it's fine, as he rolls down the hill.
Didn't know a skid steer could barrel roll.
Moved the compressor out here to get away from noisy compressors when I record. Yeah. That aged well.
Self-release even? A very key feature. All right. Looks like old Mortski's just gonna go ahead and shove around Big Orange this way. However, before we shove our race chassis out here, it's gonna be a heck of a lot easier to do what we need to do now that we can get to everything to try to get this running again. AKA, I hate Holley carburetors, and we're gonna pull it off there. Right there's our vacuum. We'll leave him in the skid steer to run around and complain. Sit on his hind end. It's too hot here in Oklahoma.
Let me just drop your cab for you.
Just everything's spinning.
I'll get around.
How do you have every single Amazon Autolite carburetor known to man?
Because everyone has them for sale at the swap meet. Because every single one of them upgraded to a 4-barrel.
If he wouldn't have ditched us at Pate, he would have known we bought 5 of them there.
I'm glad I was buying cool stuff like slots while you guys were buying Amazon carburetors.
Slots and 32 firewalls.
Yeah!
That can go in the scrap metal trailer as far as I'm concerned. This one says for the Ford V8 produced from 61 to 75. This one says for the V8 370 engine from 79 to 91. One of them will get us there. The accelerator pump is wanting to hit her neck up there. I've got one of the factory spacers there. Now, we want to do this one down here, then that, and then that. AKA carburetor lift kit.
Mount Carbmore
2.0. It may clear.
She did. Don't tighten the bolts too much.
Well, we ain't got 4-inch bolts to put in there anyhow. Mortski and Slick ran to get some bolts if they can find some. I'm gonna do a quick little ignition tune-up. We're gonna kind of scratch on that, knock the corrosion off. Gonna do the Mortski flick if I can get in there. And then our wire here's toasty. And it goes through that grommet. Our grommet and stuff's actually in pretty decent shape. So I think I'm just gonna do a classic butt splice. Yeah. I was gonna say, that did not feel like it squeezed very well.
Perfect.
And it did not. Just shove back in there and pretend that it's good. Dang it.
Should I hold it?
Go around number 2 was much nicer for me. Gonna try to get some dirt off her coil. I bet it'll like that. Oh, I just stripped the brush. And she's working again. They brought us some bolts, and the problem is, these ones here, they're hair long. Washer should be just perfect. These other ones are way too long, so we're gonna have to give them custom cut down job here. Custom cut down.
Cut down?
Yep. And this other one, well, we can't get the head of the bolt past the body of the carburetor, so we're just gonna make a stud for it. And her thread's up on that bad girl. Ha ha! The question is, oh yeah, looky there. Our vacuum advance was kind of cracked there. We're gonna clean cut it. All right, for our vacuum advance, we're gonna come off of there. The old carbureting machine. Then we're just gonna whoop over that copper. And that's all we gotta do here, guys, is figure out how to connect all this different stuff. Make it kind of work and flow. Well, Zachary, open my little porthole for me, please. Oh. We'll force feed it. No lack of locking devices around here holding our battery into place.
Hey, take it out of gear.
Yield going up to this carburetor. Oh, not our good connection. Can't even push a wire against it.
I can see the fumes coming out.
No spray.
Surely there can't be a reason that somebody took this $150 Amazon carburetor and had it for $20 at a swap meet.
Oh, I hear fuel doing something. She'll spray now.
There we go.
Oh yeah. You ready to go live?
Let's do this. Hey, got oil in this one?
We didn't get that far. All right. We don't want to toast it.
Grab the coat hanger up there and check her out.
Ah, dang.
Wow.
3/16, baby.
It's on the stick.
It's also at an incline.
Decline.
Yeah. Excaliper.
That is a nice pipe plug right there.
Coil's hot. Fuel pump's chugging. Going live. Did you hold it wide open?
Yeah, I think it's only popping on a couple. I think we should pull some spark plugs out and maybe see if we got some wet plugs or damaged electrodes.
International motor, you time off of number 8 being at top dead center. Number 1, told y'all this morning, do not forget these time off number 8. And then what I do, went around and put number 1 on our marked one. We should put number 8 there. So I think Mortsky done rotated them on us. So this should be 8. That should be 1. 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. Did you do a good job rotating them? Maybe.
No worse than the first guy who installed them. The red to the black. You don't know the throttle this time? Slingshot, engage.
She sounds healthy. Theo just slaping through it. See if we get her to idle. Yeah, get out of here, Theo. Where's that vacuum? You hear that? Just sucking away. This is pulling some. Told you I heard a mean vacuum leak. You're like, through the carburetor. I'm like, that sounds like a damn super sucker. All right, so we need to do a little change up on this. Oh, some of them.
Gaskets.
No, it's some of them do go straight across, I think. That's what gets tricky about these. Yeah, the bolt pattern's the same, but you have different risers. Some have this, some have that. And they can be a pain. Now, the good thing is y'all can already tell how that's responding and running just from us kind of plugging that. That, for us, is going to be a much better, reliable option. If, big if, we can get her to quit vacuum leaking like that.
Phenolic spacer, for those of you
Straight
that
across.
like fancy words and using the letters P and H to make the sound F.
Oh, does it start with a P and H?
Yeah.
I would have lost that one. Here's what we put on there. Here's what was on this one. Another thing you got to check, like I said, everything seems similar, but it'll get you. We start drop that back on there. Mordicus noticed that this one goes straight across the back. So if we put that on there, you're going to be leaking again. I had this in one of my rebuild kits. Looks like what we need. Pay attention. All this little oddball stuff will have you here playing Guess Who on your carburetor setup.
I think we gotta flip this. See how it's covering those barrels? Spin it this way. Yeah! We're gonna need all the horse torques.
And that finally covers. She may run yet. We may have to idle it down now.
I feel like there's a vacuum leak already. Something's whistling at us. Woo! Oh, remember how you were just telling me about torquing down the ears on the carburetor?
Did it snap?
Come around here.
You wanna know why it snapped? Because, no, power valve cover is hitting the crap on this spacer. God bless it.
I just barely torque mine down, and I go, you can torque it down further if you want to. And so he tightened it.
Ah!
So strong.
Yeah! We're gonna attempt all this again. That one's now a parts carburetor. Have I mentioned how much I love these carburetors and how if you just keep trying things, you can finally get them to work on everything? Yeah. Attempt number 12. Finally seals up from all your vacuum leaks. I swapped on one of my other 19 carburetors. We went with a thicker gasket, so now we got 2 thick gaskets in that spacer. Basically, she's a mini tunnel rim at this point. We need all the torque where we're headed. Grab that baby. Put it on the
The flames that were coming out of that thing, wicked.
The flames are way better now that it's got no vacuum leak.
Yeah, you gotta watch your toes over there. That blow the tips clean off these Skechers.
What are you hitting on?
PTO power takeoff.
Was it just stuck?
So this is, yeah, it was engaged, so I just, PTOs get us every time. Last time him and I were working with the old truck guy, we had it engaged and it was pulling on the winch. We're like, why won't the engine turn over? When it was fighting the winch cable the whole time. I'll take the spark plugs out, spray some lube in the holes. Oh no, it's gotta be the starter, it's the connections. No, it's the PTO.
The PTO is on.
All right, loosened our fuel hose up here. Just got our mechanical fuel pump feeding that now. Take the electric off. We're gonna fire up just enough to see if it's working. It should be, it used to, but then again, so did the Holly that was on there. She's working pretty good, I'd say. Backfires. Well, at least this one we could just shove it outside right now.
Just let it burn outside.
I'm gonna tell both of you, that carburetor gets whooped, someone's getting or gets broke, someone's getting an ass whipping.
So, bend over because you're gonna be the one to break it.
Oh, he did break the last one.
Craig, you need another hot rod chassis? We got you one right here, set up with bigs and littles. Dang, all that was underneath there?
You know how I found it?
Let me know.
Get yours at Morski.com.
You want me to blow that hole out? I even got pressure wash this. You can air blow it.
Let's go ahead and wrap that right on the air cleaner surface mounting area thinger.
We need a longer bolt.
Fine.
Hey, you know what cherry burger's good for?
Picking cherries?
No, finding everything, the tensile strength of everything you forgot to disconnect.
14 gauge wires, they will fight you. He doesn't even care about the engine, he's literally just staring right at that carburetor.
Hell with everything else.
The bolt breaks, engine drops, lands on the carburetor. Maybe we should put it on the bolt on this side of the engine. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Ratchet strap it that way. And then go over the carburetor. Or no, just go on the hook. Or one of the chain links.
Too late.
I'm committed. Only 74 more clicks and you'll get it out of there. Did we really not forget anything? Look at us, all professional. Not the license plate of misery. All right, Craig, get your trailer. I feel like the alignment's a little bit off on that rear end. Oh, look at this. Hercules, Hercules.
You're gonna blow your back clean out, Slick. You know how much weight that is? Look at it.
On that great live bolt.
Not quite enough. Maybe we should let it down a little bit so that it's got less of a distance to fall at 9.81 meters per second squared.
To show you the context of how girthy this stuff is built, just think of a Chevrolet bell housing bolt with a nice little 3/8 bolt in there. For this, 1/2 inch bolts, 3/4 inch head. See separating some. Not the carburetor.
Is that a strap?
Yeah.
Please be pieces of a carburetor everywhere. Hold on. Should we? Hold on. Exiting the chat.
Yeah. There is the word.
Better your hand than my carburetor. How's the hand? It got a little slice.
It's better than the last hands incidents around here.
We got that sweet glove you can wear. You ointment it up. You put the glove on. You get back to work. That was unfortunate. That cut line right there got him on the palm of his hand. Be careful, folks. Look at this clutch setup though. And got some paint marker there. Paint still on all the springs. This looks good. Someone had put that in there not too long before this thing was parked by the looks of it. County drift. What is happening?
So it's been pointed out that I should share my useless information. The engine that we just removed has a generator. That one has an alternator. Will we upgrade it? No. Probably. This engine's got, it's got a distributor driven tack. How cool is that, Craig? You got a Stewart Warner tack we can hook up to this thing? I knew it. He's gonna bring it by. He's gonna trade you that distributor driven tack for that chassis. Yeah. Look at this guy. Pink glasses, yellow glasses. This has got a canister style oil filter. That one's got a spin on. Also not gonna upgrade it because like we're ever gonna change the oil. Slick's gonna take off the Y pipe for single exhaust because that's for sissies. We got stacks and they're actually functional. Oh, and then this distributor also has like a built-in governor. That one does not, so we should probably upgrade that, but also not. Has a ginormous clutch. Oh, it's got a road draft tube. We're not sure if that other one does, but it probably does not.
Road draft tube. Ain't that a hole right there?
Oh yeah, it's been in a knife fight. As have I. Don't worry, it's healed itself. Anything else we got to point out? These internationals are all pretty much the same, like it says on the valve cover. You time it at cylinder number
8. I'm an expert.
Unless it's a 4-cylinder, and then you time it at cylinder number 4. So they use the same valve cover and same head on the 152 4-cylinders and whatever other sides.
By now you're putting people to sleep.
Okay. Back at it. Useless information. I'm gonna go hang out with Bill.
Where are you going? All right, well y'all seen us kind of strip down on these things, so I'm gonna strip down on this one. We do gotta get the alternator off there. We measured it. I do think we can come out the front. It's only gonna allow about 3/8 of an inch play on each side, but that's enough. And if it ain't, I got a torch.
Nothing's at the right angle.
If it ain't at the right angle, get a bigger hammer or something sharper. All Got him.
That one came off easy.
Plenty of oil down on that sucker. Got a lot of our wiring, a little bit that's on our starter. Once we get her pulled forward, maybe we can disconnect it. Mordecus is back from the Pot County Emergency Care. Looks like my wife got them all fixed up. Nice little hand wrap. Did she do it or did she make Hank do it?
She did it.
Little looby dooby down in these. We may get official here and use proper stuff like a lift plate. Bill, you like the international motors?
Nope.
What motors do you like?
Small block Chevy.
There's a surprise.
Yeah. What you got going underneath here?
All kinds of stuff.
Bell housing bolts?
Yeah.
Good quality welds?
On what?
The hanger ain't bad. They were doing some welding there. Glass pack ain't terrible. Don't worry about that 90. Luckily we got the long reach. This baby right here is a long reach, by the way.
Like we got.
You lose a little power out of her, but she still gets her dead. Oh yeah, I love movement. Get old slice in there. Oh yeah, she's bound up.
No, it ain't. We'll wiggle it back and forth. And things.
All that grease.
Sure enough, grease or vulcanized rubber. Either way.
Oh yeah.
What happens if we pull it this way? Like, something's free. Slick's all or nothing.
Hammer down!
No, we're on the whole thing.
Is there anything in the back?
There's a braided ground I got, throttle. We got to drop that wiring harness across the front. I think we're good. All right, now the dealio is, this is gonna be a tight fit, but it will go, I think. One broke grill shell at a time.
We got spares.
Oh, it's caught on the open bolt.
The drain plug? Yeah.
The oil.
The pot for the oil pan.
Does it look like a
Hold on. Rolls easier when we ain't running over our own air hose. All right, she's free. That's the old hunk of junk right there. That clutch is half the clutch of the one on our other one. Look how small it is.
She just smoked.
done?
Hold on. So something in here jammed up,
Yeah, I don't think.
and that's why the motor would not spin.
So she,
And what's this looking like? Good or bad?
no, she's stuck.
And say, if she wasn't stuck, she's gonna be, since I left that intake open. All the rust and water that's been getting down in it. Look how much smaller that clutch is. Ain't it smaller?
Oh, I guess this is.
Yeah, that's way smaller.
Good. Oh, she was from a 1700. This one's just a 1600. Hopefully it don't mean nothing else is 100 different and it goes together. Real good sounding throat bearing in here. Hell, maybe they're supposed to sound like that. Yeah. Were there bolts or whatever was on there?
Not having a
She
good
ain't
time.
there no more. Oh, no, it's lubing. I was hoping that was going to push out into our bearing area some. It was just feeding the inside. So she's pretty well greased. That's not the quietest bearing we've ever heard. This is the one from Wheel Hop Wilmer. So we're going to go with that, probably. Just try to get that one swapped out for this one. Our clutch was better, so we're just assuming this was fresher as well.
That bolt out, it just clamps it on that shaft. Can you take that bolt all the way out? Maybe it's a flat spot in that shaft.
It's got a nut on the back. What were you thinking of that?
I was hoping it would just turn. I was wondering if there's a flat spot that had to like line up. Okay, hold on, you're binding. Can we get that to go up higher? Now will it go on the inside of it? No, not going.
Oh yeah. Out with the old, in with the old. I suppose that went down so you can lube it from the bottom side. We wasn't too sure what we were doing there. I don't think taking that bolt out really did us anything. The win's a win though, because we got her swapped out. We're gonna tighten this down. I'm gonna throw our cotter pin back in our little lever right there, guys. And it's close to 6 o'clock. We're probably gonna call it a day. Good morning. Not a very good morning. All right, now we'll do a proper good morning. I was gonna hit that some pressure washing. I think it'll clean up real nice and easy. Only problem is, Old Faithful here will not stay running. We've already lost 30 minutes messing with it, and I give up. She wants to go in dirty, she'll go in dirty. Trying to do something nice for the orange pearl here, and she just didn't want it. Yes! Pull back just that little bit too. There we go. Slow and steady with this big, heavy, girthy girl. Shove it back.
Towards you. Okay, now go down. Keep going.
Performing surgery here. Mortski's kind of working on it, trying to keep it off her throttle. That was our main concern back there. Now, we may have to hook to that front one where it hits it at an angle, you think? Or, yeah, you just stay in between there and I'll lower it. Oh, it's so close. I mean, I do think we could sit it there pretty easy, you think? Just hook to that front hole where it angles it. Making you nervous? Don't want to wear a glove? A body glove from getting smashed? What's it called, the drain pan bolt yesterday? The oil pan bolt?
Yeah, the oil pan bolt.
We were like, what are you talking about? Alright. We had
Oh, yeah, go a little bit, yeah.
Dang it. We thought we had it. We had to move to our front hole to get her a little more of a wing dangle of an angle. And then it kind of whoop that clutch into place, which is nice. Then we went back to the middle one to kind of level us back out. We thought we just got it.
It's close. We got to go about 3/4 of an inch yet.
We're fighting. Fighting a good fight. I'm going to bump her up here. Yep. Nope. Just go, son. We're getting closer. Nope.
Yeah, because that rubber sitting on the battery tray, so it's got to go in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bumped up a hair. That may have been what's closing our gap, actually.
Yep.
You'll see our little gap right about in there-ish. Oh, yeah. That's her closing up. That's good right in there. It makes sense considering that big old thick mama goes in there. Luckily, our one mount was decent shape. And got that bolt started. We just need to set her down more. But we ain't gonna do that until Mordecus has a little success down here. I'm a good friend. I'm gonna go use the restroom and leave him to it, or we're gonna be in bad shape. Everyone in this shop's gonna be in bad shape if I don't go handle business. Slight curveball got out here. Mortsky had most of those done up for us. I got our clutch. There's a bracket, because this one's mechanical, that goes on our bell housing. Got it did. Said, hey, push on that clutch for me. Well, it's rubbing our downdraft tube, which feeds out the back of our motor here, over, and then down. So, she's gonna have to be modified somehow or another. Of course, this one here did not have that. All it had is this sucker. No PCB on it. Fairly easy solution here. We're gonna double strand our tie wire. The tube itself, I got down here and shoved on it till it kind of finally collapsed a little bit in the corner. We're gonna take her over to our oil sender or whatever that is there. And we are clearing. Don't y'all judge me. We're desperate on time. And clearing's clearing. All right, got a little water drippage in the face, a little dirt and debris in the eyeballs. Buttoned up underneath there. Top, look at old Mordecus go. Dang, our throttle's even gonna kind of work out.
Pretty good.
We got our carburetor back on for us. And looky there, that's what I was curious of, is what are we gonna get into with this? Looks like maybe if we can just drill a little hole through that where we can put a Floyd cotter pin in it, we'll be good to go. Ain't that your...
Put the inspection cover.
Yeah, scrap trailer, that's what I say. Y'all see these hands? That's from trying to fight that inspection cover. I was underneath there for 15 minutes playing grab butt with that thing. It wanted to stay off there worse than I wanted to get it on there because I gave up.
Starter doesn't work anymore.
I see this worked out real good. So that one just pulled up through everything, huh? And oh yeah, we may have smashed our fuel pump a little bit. Not ideal. Where's that going? To the frame rail?
Yep.
I'm gonna hold that so she won't fall off there. Just be the helping hand.
The hamburger helper.
All right. Whoop! So we're gonna figure out a little more permanent wiring than that. I'm gonna strap that on you. What a pal. We're hoping most of the wiring on old orange cycle here is pretty good. I kind of half kept track of some of this.
Not present on the other one.
Yeah. Need a longer bolt. Slap the old alternator on.
Hey, we could fix our ground.
Yeah, we may want a better one than that.
Come on.
Probably just leave this one going up to the intake. Why not? Quality. Getting a little more into our interchange issues. These belts here are from our generator setup. They're too big. Here's our belts from our alternator setup. They're too small. However, if you look at our water pump pulleys, this one's pretty good size, and it does appear this one to be a little bit smaller. So I don't know if we can just do the swap-a-rooey here. I think so, should clear. Mutski's pulling our starter for us, and I'm not sure why, because we know at this point it's no good.
We don't know anything about it. We never even tried it. Optimism, by the way.
You touched it. That takes my optimism right out the window.
It'll be fine.
All of these are coming out fairly easy.
So that means the other ones are gonna be stripped out. Pull that oil pan off. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Does that mean our water pump's gonna pump?
it's gonna turn the wrong way now.
It's gonna go backwards.
It's gonna turn faster.
Yeah, it'll be faster with the smaller one, right?
Yep.
Mr. Curiosity's gonna tear into this one just to see the lower end. Good news is our belts still don't fit. It's because our crank pulley here is also smaller. I'm sure that just comes on and off super easy.
Well, I mean, there was no carburetor on it, so.
And we did get like 6 4-inch rains in the last week, so that's where most of that probably came from, especially considering we went to oil already. Yeah, no, I think I checked the oil before and it didn't have nothing scary in it, so I guarantee you that came from me having the hood off, carburetor off. Get the super glue out.
You ever spliced a V-belt before?
Rubber cement. Woo! About 1.5 inches is tight. Yeah, so 1.5 to 2 inches longer. We got plenty of adjustment. Probably 2 inches longer, right?
Sounds good. And that's a 15.553. Tell me you didn't cut it right through the part number.
It's a 144311 Premium XL.
15.553. So 1.5 inches longer than that.
2 inches.
Make it 2.
Good thing we did that, because I was gonna say 1.5 inches, maybe 1 inch. Eagle Eye, let me down.
Supposed to be outside length 61 and 13/16.
Okay. So whatever that one is, let's go 2 inches longer.
Oh, Theo dog. She's got a skirted block on these things. These things are built like a tank. It's got standard bearings. They're IH bearings. They look great, this rod bearing. So we're gonna throw this bottom end back together. We're gonna pull a head off and see what's got her stuck. It's instead of a chain, it's gear driven up front here, and I don't see anything in the cam gear. So looks good up here. Oh, Puddin's ordering belts. That's quite the debacle. So to be continued.
We're gonna carry on with the progress over here. Try to flat spot this. Drill that through. Wedge a little cotter pin. Good enough. I thought somewhere down in that dirt, grease, and grime there may be a bolt in that. Yeah, golly, look at that. Be nice if we could have pressure washed that off there. Spend some time and get us some grounds here where maybe our throttle don't become our ground again. Since we got the classic 2 red cables here, we're gonna wrap this one with a little black tape, letting us know it's our ground. And we also know that that one's got the red terminal, so. I know she ain't the cleanest of rigs, but we're gonna clean up what we can real easy. This vacuum line that's nice and collapsed, got it on. This one I think was going to the breather on this before, which was a rigged up kind of job anyhow. And then our heater hoses, they're just looped right here because I don't think this thing has a heater. They're blocked off. But instead of having 14 extra foot, I just figured we could shorten that up right to there and get that all up out of our way. Looks a lot cleaner too. I mean, she is a show rig after all. And this may leak, this nipple here. It may be cracked, I can't quite tell. We're gonna try our luck. Yeah. Nope, that's definitely cracked. It just barely, yeah. Dang it. Backtrack Bobby here. I thought that looked suspicious. So galvanized nipple, and hopefully that'll get us fixed right back up. Black hose is getting a little too kinky for my liking, so swap her out for a piece of the red. We're happy with that. Let's borescope the tank real quick when I'm thinking about it. Curious how rusty she is in here. It looks pretty good from the outside, but that don't mean diddly for the inside. Are you pulling heads?
Making messes.
Quite the mess you have going.
The valves are all there. The cylinders are all there.
Again, the water we got in, you can tell that's pretty fresh. So that was from me. But she was already stuck, so that's why we didn't give a dang about it. With Mortsky here, we're gonna have to hire Rupert full time to clean all these messes.
I haven't seen that guy around here. I've been cleaning up my own messes like a dummy.
Yeah. Don't let him lie to you. About every time we turn that camera off, Rupert comes out and does most of the work around here. He's the one who's really made all this possible. Pretty crunchy on the filler. Can't really tell. This thing can't see good enough down in there. We don't need a borescope to see that. She's not good in there. Not where we want to pull fuel from. That's one way to do it. We got her down. Come out here to old Will Hop Wilmer, and what I could see on that tank looked like really, really, really Good. Oh, these straps do mount the same. They mount across the bottom. Okay. I seen they strapped up there. They also bolt down on the bottom. Oh, Slicky's back. The trouble we got now is we need to drop down, and we've already smacked that coming this way, but we may be able to pick up on this side just a hair. Ouch! There we go. That was the yell I needed. It still hurts. Well, she's free. Now we just gotta figure out how to wiggle it out of this. Woo! Something makes my tummy hurt. Woo!
You alright?
We don't need that fingernail. It's gonna go away eventually. Do what?
Run it off.
Run it off. Whew. Piece of mud flap there or something. Check that one out.
It's brand new.
It's so nice, ain't it?
There's a gas filler in there.
Oh, piece of a gas tank filler nozzle thingy. I was hoping y'all could see. See how shiny that is right there? That's what inside that tank looks like somehow. See inside that filler neck right there? That's what that one looks like.
Not in my eyes!
Here comes supervisor.
Theo's like, what is going on?
What is going on around here?
No,
I'm trying to cut this off here where we can rig up a fuel hose to it. I think I'm pissing in the wind. I think I went too far. Too bad this camera wasn't rolling for them false claims you just yelled. Where are the side?
Tell me I'm the smartest man alive. You know you want to.
That's a tough call. Let me see my piece I worked very hard on.
I lost it.
Extremely hard on.
We're talking about your hard on. This one.
Turns out, underneath there, going to that electric fuel pump setup, what is this piece? That right there's what we're kind of after. I was about to clamp to that. All right, so there's our new setup. Thanks, Mordsky, for your good engineering and great amount of
Problem solving.
paying attention, and for the great river you put through my shop.
Because you were bored. It's gonna be a.
What? This thing's flowing more than the Red River.
It's got 2 more bends and it'll become a lazy river. Just
circling.
Moat around Theo's bed.
You'll be out here in the inner tube just floating circles. Swell. That's how I describe this going.
Like wrestling with a big girl after bar close.
North Dakota State Sport.
Put a little more bend in it. Atta girl. Don't snap it off. Can we get that in place and then slide this in? Or is it in place?
Good question. She ain't going nowhere.
Dropped out. Pilot dust.
We ain't got a lot of fuel. We got a little bit of fuel. Slick's gonna top us off. I hooked up a rubber hose from our fuel pump that's whammied, and the one on the bottom side. So Mordecai slapped a battery in for us. I did cut this yellow wire. I'm not sure if we need that or not for certain things. So let's do a quick little test. We don't know nothing about the wiring on this one. We know she's in gear. Starter wants to try. If you can, get some of that in the tank. Key's on, but we've only got 4.9 volts going to our coil here.
What do you got at the battery?
12.0 at the battery. So if she don't start, we know why. Ooh, that little wire right there gets toasty. 11.7.
1.5 volts, huh?
5 volts. Ready? Yep. Oh! She just got an idle for us? She got an idle? Yeah! Woo!
That sounds so good! Jimmy Warner just got himself the greatest truck known to man.
You're gonna put the new motor in this sucker when you rack her
It
out.
was worth it. These things love RPM.
She's running great. Can't argue that. It is really smooth. Like, really smooth.
And lunchtime.
Fuel pump's working. So that was one thing I wanted to figure out if we needed to fix on that before we got all of our setup back in. Belt is supposed to be on order. We're still waiting. But other than that, our wiring and everything, that must drop down and be all right on the 5. I'm sure it's giving it more whenever we're cranking over. That's why we decided just to check it. The small tunnel ramp is performing like no other, especially paired with the stacks. Why is this side smoking so much?
Oh, there's a bunch of water in the exhaust. It's just running out the pipes back here.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to drill some weep holes in the bottom of your
Those
truck.
clamps ain't tight enough to need wheat poles. We'll be all right.
Or the welds ain't tight enough.
Boy, we were just on an adventure. We wanted to celebrate our twin stacks blowing smoke there. So besides that, we had to do some title stuff for that dually for Mordsky and notarize this and do that. And she left us on the side of the road. We may have to push her to the parking lot. Turns out it has a resettable circuit breaker for the fuel pumps that had tripped.
You would think somebody that's got 3 other trucks that has that would be like, oh, this is what's wrong.
That's true. We did not know. Slick was a hero here. He walked to his shop, got his bicycle, and then was riding across town back and forth getting us what we needed. So we made it back. The belt that we were hoping to have here is not here. I called them. They said it is supposed to be here, but it ain't here. So whatever that means, we're moving forward. So I set our shroud in. Next up, we're going to figure out how to get this front end back together.
Do we gotta drop this in between the two? Or are you gonna put it in this way this time?
Oh, yeah, it was between them, right?
Yeah,
Right.
because it was not fun to take out.
I remembered it was more complicated than this. I was like, this is gonna be so hard. I was like, this is.
Why can't we just put it in like this though?
Well, if y'all pull on that and I just drop it down, it'd be so easy.
Okay.
Be so easy.
If y'all pull that, I'm just dropping it in.
Hold on, we're already twisted up over here. Hold on. Come back up.
I don't know. From here, it looks pretty good.
Hold on.
Just run it.
So easy.
Told you.
Even 3 cavemen could do it.
Well, there's a hole.
Right there. It's got a Speak International.
Get in there! I told y'all it'd be super easy.
Two in there?
Well, then you get the ones that hold the grill and.
Oh, we got 6. Gotcha. You should just leave it like that. Every time you hit a bump, it's just flopping around.
I was like going around.
Oh, it made it all the way underneath the kitchen sink now. Nice.
Just because one's lined up, don't mean the rest are.
Hold on. Slick speaks international.
Yeah, take it.
Is that international?
Safety first. Since most of this hardware was missing because all this was ripped off when I had bought it already, I literally had 2 self-tappers left like it was meant to be. Y'all know we damn sure tightened up the screws on that bad boy. She ain't going nowhere. Just don't let them tell y'all it's there because it's missing a bar behind there. She got a missing tooth. Perfect timing. Belt showed up. Got our lower radiator hose on. About to try to figure out how to get this. I don't know where all of our hardware went. We're having a hard time finding quarter 28s. She is not ideal.
Ooh.
Is that
It's in the, well, we just gotta put a through bolt through it, I guess.
yeah.
I feel like it's taking threads.
We'll put a 3 bolt through it as long as it comes out. His belt, we may be able to get it finessed on there, but she could be a little longer. Just send it. There we go. All right, she's on. Oh yeah, she's gonna be real tight. Still gotta worry about getting a bolt through this that we can't. We can put a pair of locking pliers on that if we need to.
Send her home.
Ideal tension on it now. She's just maxed out. It's everything she's got.
And stripped.
You know what they call that? Good and tight.
Good enough.
The little clippies that were there with the quarter 28 nuts. Well, we used the locking pliers and ripped them off there. Now they are no longer there. Got 4 bolts in her, 1 in each corner. That's good enough. This wiring harness is actually supposed to be who knows where because it's got the horn and everything else. Try to put a little water in her. Petcock will open. And you may think this is unfortunate, but this concrete's kind of cool and that water on the back don't feel too bad. Also doubles as a floor shop mop.
He said it didn't have brakes, so let's see if it's got fluid. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely not brake fluid. Oh, she ain't locked up? You know what's on the center console? A new master cylinder. Should we put it on?
You think that's all of our problems for brakes?
Well, or should we try brake fluid in this one? We might as well bolt it on.
I wouldn't even bother with that one. The reason I got a new master was, can't remember if I stomped that one and it finally freed it up, or if it was just absolutely nothing and you know it's already screwed. How many gallons you reckon this unit holds?
All of them?
14 and a half.
Oh, there is some liquid-ish in there.
Oh, all over my floor. Just the way you've been doing.
What happened over there?
That's water. What happened over there?
That's water. That's evaporating water.
I'm gonna have a brown stain. You're gonna be on your hands and knees with
That
this.
won't be the only brown stain around here. You keep it up.
You're gonna be on your hands and knees scrubbing it with that Get Gone degreaser by the Sweet Patiner. Why don't you be like that? Why don't you be like that Get Gone degreaser and get gone? 3 days of Mortski's enough. Time for him to go. He'd hit the road if that Dewey I sold him would quit breaking down. Well, we had to rob a fuel filter from the big rig here. Though I did order one of them and it came in for it. What I did not think about getting was an air breather for that thing. This little chicken rig setup right here is what actually came off of that Loadstar. So this is OG to it. But obviously someone fabric-cobbled this thing together. It is a galvanized elbow reducer bushing thingy, braze to a chrome jobber. Y'all going for a fancy bench blade? I always just put it on there and hope for the worst. Is the flanges the same?
Too late now.
I like it.
They are.
Filter does not actually fit this that well, so we just got the cherry on top to our redneckery, and then this right here would have went to this, and then because our last motor did have PCV, it would actually go up to here, but it's running just fine with this out in the open, so I ain't too worried. There ain't no way we're lucky enough for that to be all we need for brakes.
Looks good for DOT though.
Dang, this thing got a new master cylinder on it.
Pa, 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 cackling through the stacks.
Great for insurance purposes.
You guys gotta have that down here?
No, I ain't put it on nothing yet.
That's only for when you get in an accident.
No, that's just called. They better hope they have uninsured motorists. What's she feeling like?
No! Holy.
I think it has a pedal.
You think it has a pedal?
Hold on. Let's see if it'll roll without the brakes on.
Yeah, before you hit brakes.
Now hit them. I thought you were gonna hit the brakes.
He said, I think it has a pedal, not. I guarantee it's got a pedal. They have not given up on their brake dream. For me, I'm gonna mount the battery.
Snap off for sure.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere.
Mason, take that cap loose.
Look at the size of that bleeder. Holy cow.
And there's 4 of them on the front end.
Goodness.
2 per wheel.
About got the battery situated.
Yep, she's just a little broke.
Only little, just like the rest of the truck.
This here's broke off. I'm still just tightening it, hoping it wedges.
Hey, at least that bolt's not spinning. It's half the battle.
We may have rounded that bleeder off, but we got a little fluid coming out of this one. Progress, maybe.
We just missed the glory shot. She just blew the cap and went everywhere. Firewall just a flexing.
Okay.
So we got a master cylinder, and that feeds down and then comes around to this thingy. And a pinched line like that is exactly what you hope to see. That's perfectly good. All right, Slick, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, got a little bit. That was some nasty looking chocolate soldier type drink. Yummy. All right, go ahead. Yummy.
There she blows.
All right. Oh, we're still going. A little aftershock there. Did you say one of these ones rounded?
Yeah.
Front one?
Yeah.
That's why they give us 2.
Well, we haven't even attempted the rears yet. I think we just block those off.
If the front does 80% of the stopping and we're down half a percentage there, don't that mean we still got 60% chance of halting? We may
60 3/4.
We may pull a little bit to the right though. What'd you just say?
NAS truck.
She ain't gonna be a NAS truck?
NAS.
You ain't seen that air filter setup I just put on it. You'd be rethinking that. Choice of a poor statement.
Oh,
Who tightened that up?
DeWalt.
DeWalt. I see a little fluid. Yes.
Can't do it again.
Oh, a little bit. Hey, it ain't as good as that electric motor powered box truck we were doing yesterday. I bled the brakes on the big box truck. It was shooting from one wheel to the other.
If you're all down in Oklahoma, you got to go to
Roller shaved ice.
Rollers Shaved Ice. It's life changing. So Slick's gonna fire up, and we're gonna add some coolant because
our hood or this thing was apart and we got it. This piece right here we need, but it's missing. The front of our hood has to bolt to this piece and we got it. And you're thinking once you go take off wheel hop, that's because it's holding on wheel hop's hood. As soon as we take it off, then nothing's gonna be holding it. We're gonna top her off, set the hood into place, hopefully figure out the latches, which is why we don't want to have to then top it off after getting the hood on. And after that, everything's gonna go perfect. Oh yeah, and we didn't get brakes.
I was just gonna say, if you're wondering about the brakes, just forget about that.
Not so perfect.
Hey, it's fired up, out of gear, press the clutch in.
Put it in gear.
Let's see if we got a clutch.
Oh gosh. Be ready, because if something sticks.
Why do you think I'm standing over here? I'm not dumb.
Fix the windows too.
Nothing?
Was this wire hooked to this wire before?
Nope.
We don't need that. That seems pretty loose. That was the good clamp. Now try it.
Solid progress.
So right now we got a radio working, but we got no lights, we got no power in the cab, so we're trying to do some diagnostics. We got a new shift boot though, if you're a plumber. Bad connection on the back of the switch?
Just wiggling on it. So we still don't have headlights though, right?
Correct. Now we do. Both of them.
I fixed it. 15 volts. That'll charge her.
I'd say we just let her see if she's gonna open up.
Both headlights are working slick. Oh yeah. That clutch was right at the very end, huh?
Yeah.
She started moving. Just splatter stuff all over the lens. Let's see your sweet punch. I mounted our horn earlier. Dude, this thing is good. What on it don't work? That's the real question.
The backup alarm don't work.
Don't look like the fuel gauge works.
Hey, remember that bolt with the shoulder?
Yeah.
I know where it goes.
Hodgepodge some of our hardware, aka zip ties on the front.
Like bottom down on the.
Just crunch it a little bit. If one latch on this side won't hold it, the two never would have. What about yours? Both of them? Yeah, you're good. Well, this has been a very long time coming with this one. She's been here for a good minute. I honestly didn't think it'd be anytime soon we'd get to see the sweet day of driving her out of the shop. But that's what we're about to do. I still don't know why they got a stopper. Oh, got lucky. Yes. Yes. Dude, what a unit. Someone ought to record.
The guy acts like he's never driven something without brakes.
Literally nothing we have has brakes.
Low-geared mama. The throttle rod makes it hard to drive. Is it smoking good?
Looks like a train going through the pasture. Give her the pepper.
Nobody checked the tires and that left rear came off the bead. Oh, The snap ring came off.
Oh no. Have you ever moved a shitty until you split a split ring? Because I have. Dude, this thing is
The Pot County Power King right here.
I hope they seen that sweet setup we have for the camera. No, on his.
Locking pliers.
They're like, that explains so much. I don't know if the 2-speed rear end did a difference or not. I just had it pegged in third when I got her to whip around.
The 3-speed or 4-speed?
I didn't check.
It's cleared up.
Still significantly more than the left.
Hey. So this thing racked out in first does like nothing. It goes 0.2 miles per hour. Should we go show them what she's really good for?
So rack it out in first and then shift it and see if that 2-speed is working. You can hear it shifting on the
Or
rear
we go
end.
drag a box truck around to show how powerful she is.
Or that.
Has a hook on it like it wanted to be drug around.
Are you going super?
You just follow him.
Yeah. We're gonna take the embankment at $1.20.
Millimeters per hour.
Yeah. The clutch is right at the very end. Like you got a 1/4 inch of pedal.
Definitely gonna not adjust that. Hey, take it out of park.
Out of park, it's in neutral.
Has that got a park brake?
Gonna need those Yosemite Sam mud flaps we were talking about. Alright, it's wishful thinking.
She's no Torola. I'm game to swap another engine if you got one.
We got 266 in the 59. Every time we touch the truck, the engine gets smaller.
Oklahoma Speed and Custom, follow us on YouTube.
Hey, she's gonna take the hill.
Just idles back down perfect. Dude, you could be one of the stunt double drivers from the Fast and the Furious when they turn around and rob the tankers, because you whip this sucker 180 like it's nobody's business.
Saw you.
Slick.
Very clear. I just put it, I grabbed second and then grabbed third and it spun it, so.
I was running like a high-speed cameraman trying to get the shot. Oh.
We're gonna need them 24s because it ain't gonna snap back on them 20s.
Slick, you ruined my good split rim.
I blow motors, you blow tires.
Maybe that.
At least it didn't come off that side where I was with the camera.
If 3 don't hold it, 4 never would have. It sounds so good at it.
It does sound good. And it drives good.
It cleared up the exhaust.
You like just peg on it and then just let off right back down to that beautiful idle. Pop, 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 pop. Just because they were holding up may not mean they actually had air pressure. Not enough anyhow. I don't know, I've seen wheels like that on other Loadstars. Is that a pretty universal ring? Think I can get another one pretty easy?
Just a 20-inch ring, snap ring.
All the other ones had right at 30 or more PSI in them. So I don't know if that one was just extremely low and happened to be the lucky one, or if 30 just wasn't enough. But we cranked them up to about 50. The tires say 80 to 90. But I'm not brave enough to put that much in there standing next to it. All right, sir Snapchat, you're up. You got to drive it. Don't let it drive you, son.
Let's see what you got.
My right foot's feeling a little heavy.
Oh, you're out. You're out. I'm just saying, whoever thought of and executed that carb swap did a good job, because boy does she run.
Oh yeah, she's got brakes.
Yeah. I know what happens when you go fast in one of them and slam that parking brake. So
What?
Yep, that's a problem. Something else breaks. The next weakest point.
It's got a big bumper.
Right to the mud pit. He's trying to slide the whole thing, but he ain't that good. Right to the creek. Oh! You got her in third yet?
Yeah?
How come you can't slide it in a circle then?
I'm trying to drift it.
Drift it. That clutch is like that long.
Yeah.
It's like full out, full out, full out. There you go. Tail light's just hanging on like a trooper. To the moon, he sends it. Yeah. Well, we can tell the fan's doing its job. How come she's overheating? Heck, we don't know.
It's rough, huh?
That pedal sucks, the gas pedal.
Gas
And the
pedal
clutch
sucks.
needs some adjustment. And the wheel, you're like,
The suspension is not the smoothest.
Take her for a lap.
No.
No?
She's so smooth. That's
She's so smooth.
Oh, back in the shop she goes. We should clean up, but what we're about to do is hop on a live on the second channel since Sir Mordecus is in town. I didn't put out a second channel video. The Thursday that is today, it would have been past by the time this video went out. So, with all that being said, guys, I hope you like seeing the orange bomber get some love. I know we were just a little rough on it at the end, but you got to give her a little bit of a testing, see if she did a good job or not. And I'd say we did a pretty good job from what I can tell. Now, obviously, she could use some brakes. She could use the clutch adjusted on where it's not, a 1/4 inch stroke that you get usable.
you use a wheel lock,
6
tire.
I was gonna say, one tire's a little low. And much other than that, if that thing was stopping with as good as it's going, we'd be in good shape. The best part is, I was just thinking about it as far as what did we have to order or get here parts for what we just thrashed on for a couple days and threw together. The belt, that was it. Now granted, we did have the Wheel Hop Wilmer to rob parts from, but we've had it for a while. We did have a $25 or whatever it was swap meet carburetor. Actually, we used 2 carburetors to be fair, because I may have broke one. I feel like they're talking about me.
We're talking about skipping on the live. We're doing a live from the pool. What do you think people do if we just were sitting in our swim trunks and it came on? Nobody would watch.
Blowing water. Rupert comes running up to feed us grapes. The carb gaskets and all that crap I had, which those are a couple bucks a piece, if even anyhow. What I'm saying is, we just got to have a whole lot of fun for a whole lot of little spent. This thing just worked out good. The gas tank being good from Wheel Hop Wilma, I would have never bet money on that. And yeah, very happy with the carb swap, how well this thing's running. It sounds amazing. I thought it was gonna not sound that good, but it sounds really good. So that is it. Be sure to check out Mortsky Repair. I'm gonna shout him out real quick before I forget. And then if y'all did not know, Oklahoma Speed and Custom Slick, he's teamed up with a buddy of ours, Charlie, and they have their YouTube channel going. They're still green at it, and Charlie's learning editing, and they're figuring out a little bit of a getting going. So be sure to check them out and do the subscribing and all that kind of stuff. And much other than that, puddins.fab.shop.com for that good quality merchandise. Y'all supporting us there helps this dream to keep growing, allows us to do some fun stuff like this every once in a while, and we appreciate the support there so much. Thanks for coming back and watching these videos. That also helps support us, and it means the world to me and my family that you guys choose to watch us out of all the people out there. Really means the world to me, guys. So other than that, I'm on the Instagrammer, I'm on the Facebooker, I'm on the Patreon, and I will see you guys next time. However, do not forget, sitting on your ass will not finish your project. On the list of to-dos, I forgot to mention, probably use some taillights.